Hey everybody in Section 8 Nation, it's your boy John coming back with another landlord tip. And today we're going to have a discussion. And before we're going to be discussion is going to be about the path of gentrification. Now before we go over there and before I break it down to you, I want you to do me a favor. Right down below. Do me a favor right now and go hit like and everything else, and then also down below you see all of our links. If you want to PayPal me, if you like to donate, give, you can do anything that you want to. Is PayPal me where you can fund it, or anything else to help us out on this movement and all this information I'm going to give you. There's a link below for the book. There's a link below for the merch. There's a link below for me to call you if you want to. There's all below. Now, let's get started. The path of gentrification. I've been noticing something lately. I don't know if you've been aware of this, but it seems like all of the people that wanted to live in the suburbs are starting to try to move their way back in the city. So this is for all you people that's in the cities, in the big cities out here. All of a sudden they want to take their land back. And they're trying to do it by other men. They're trying to disguise the way they're doing it. So I've seen things like rents in Washington, D.C., $5,000 for Section 8. Section 8 is paying $5,000 for a 3 or 4 bedroom house. In D.C., in Baltimore, they're paying in Baltimore, there's a waiting list for 3 years. They did close the thing up. In L.A., Section 8 is so high for a 1 bedroom, it's $2,000 or something like that. What are they trying to do? They're trying to make sure that us, me and you, are not able to have any wealth at all. And guess who's doing it? They're trying to position us so our families have to move out and won't have any housing. It's becoming really important that you understand how important it is to invest in real estate right now. It's urgent. It's really urgent right now. So if you're not on it, you're late. If you don't even get started, at least go to the link below and get my book and order from my website so I can send it to you directly. Let's talk about this path of gentrification. I'm getting in on it too because I see it. So the properties that I'm buying in Chicago now are going to be in the path of what I believe where all the growth is going, and that's the path of gentrification. So you can find out by plans or anything else, but I know that one thing, and where I'm going to give you the example where I'm at, they're building the Obama Library in Chicago. So they're building the Obama Library. Then all around it, they're going to try to gentrify it or make it nice. So I'm over there studying properties in that zip code and purchasing properties in that zip code because I think that's the nest. Why do I want to be in the path of gentrification? I want to get the properties before they actually go up in value too much. So I want to be in the path. They haven't started maybe 2 or 3 years, but I want to be in the path because they're starting. And I want to move down to the path, and when they get me, I'm in here. So that's what I want you to think about. How you position yourself in whatever city you are in the path of gentrification, or you worried about that, or if anybody out there, let me know anybody out there in those big cities that see this happening. And what's going to happen with this is something's going to happen. Why it's so important. They're going to make sure that we don't have any wealth. They're going to make sure that we don't have any properties. Things is changing. They want their property back. They want their cities back. They're going to make sure that we don't have anything if we don't take action. It's becoming very serious out there that you have to take action. People didn't see, we heard about what happened in D.C. Now people are homeless out there. Got people looking like us that are homeless. People living in cars, talking about van life or living in vans. There's more people that are homeless, especially African Americans, out there in LA. If you want to know where the black people are, just go down to downtown LA. They're on Skid Row. It's not because they're all the way mentally ill or something, it's just they can't find properties. We have to, if we're going to counter this and make sure that we're going to have to be in the path of gentrification, we're going to have to start buying properties, period. They're taking it serious now. They're trying to get their wealth and keep it. So what are you going to do with your life? What do we have to do? Black wealth and our wealth is so low right now that it only takes $350,000 for us to have a net worth to be in the top 5%. Only $350,000 to be in the top 5%. What are we doing We have to make sure that we're moving forward and gaining wealth. We have to make sure that we're on the path of gentrification. All your cities, make sure that if you're in Dallas, Houston, if you're getting things in these cities and you see that they're starting to fix up something, you go ahead and get in the path and keep on moving toward that path of gentrification. Start buying new properties there. I want to know how many people out there buying properties out there. If you're in all these major cities, make sure that you're in the path of growth. Make sure that you're there. And if you're not, you can't get to the cities, make sure you maximize and start buying properties that are looking good that people want to live in. Make sure that we're getting at the lowest property. I don't think this is going to happen too much. You know, it's going to be there. They're starting to swoop it up. They're going to try to make all the less fortunate people that lived in the cities move out in the suburbs. And then the suburbs are going to be vacant and all the cities are going to be thriving. Now just imagine if you bought a house like I'm going to buy something like a duplex or if I buy another one for $40,000 or something. Now if I buy one for $40,000 cash, now I fix it up. Now, and it's worth 300 in a couple of years, it's going to be worth $400,000. That's the way that we're supposed to be thinking on gaining wealth. This title book is called Section 8 Wealth. Section 8 is great. And it's all about finding another way, another avenue for us to use a little bit of money to go ahead and gain wealth. The path of gentrification is real. Gentrifying these cities, these major cities, is taking every bit of wealth and displacing a lot of people out in these cities. They have no place to go. And what we're going to be living on the streets, we're already living in cars in LA. We're already living on the streets on Skid Row in all the major cities, San Diego, San Francisco, and every place that has a little warm environment. What are you going to do to make sure that your family doesn't have to deal with that problem? What are you going to do? Tell me what you're going to do to make sure that your family does not have that problem. We need to start thinking ahead. I know you people listening to me right now are the people who be thinking ahead. You need to start thinking ahead how you're going to put some and make sure that your family is taken care of. Everybody in your family is not strong enough. Everybody don't have the vision that you have or you and I have. But we have the vision. We need to move forward and start thinking about how we're going to gain real estate, acquire real estate. If you need some help, let me know. If you ain't got this book right here, it's shame on you. Because this is going to get the juices going for you to go ahead and get it. Now make sure that you get this well. Section 8 is great. Get there. Government's still feeding us money for people who got Section 8. I want to see that you are out there and making sure that your family doesn't lose the wealth and your kids and your loved ones have something that you can give to them. I love you guys. Let's go ahead and move forward. Like and subscribe. Make sure that you reach out to me. Say something positive in the comments. I love you guys. Say something to me. Bye-bye.